We'll now write a question to deal with how to find out the amount of capital. Mohan started business on 1st April with a capital of rupees 10,000. With a capital of rupees 10,000 and borrowed rupees 3,000 from a friend and borrowed rupees 3,000 from a friend. He earned a profit of rupees 5,000. He earned a profit of rupees 5,000 during the year ended 31st March 2021. During the year ended 31st March 2021 and withdrew cash 4,000 for personal use. I repeat, Mohan started business with capital. So the amount of capital is given to you, 10,000. And he borrowed rupees 3,000 from a friend. In the bracket write down loan, LOAN, the amount of loan from friend. The next point is he earned a profit of rupees 5,000 during the year. So profit for the year is rupees 5,000 and withdrew cash rupees 4,000. Withdrew cash rupees 4,000. What is this? Withdrew cash. What do we call this? This will be called a drawings for the business. I hope the concept in the previous question was clear to you. In the book they were stating that the purchases for furniture were on cash basis and we have considered it on credit basis. So mention that in the question, the purchases for furniture are on credit basis. Okay, I repeat. Now here it says and withdrew cash 4,000 for personal use. What is his capital on 31st March? What is his capital on 31st March? Now check this out. Please keep in mind the treatment which I have told you for capital when we were doing the balance sheet. So the question says he had a capital in the business. The capital with which he started his business is rupees 10,000. Also, he borrowed rupees 3,000. There was a loan. Means his friend is a creditor for his business. He earned a profit of 5,000. Now what we do for profit? We add it to the capital. At a profit of how much? At a profit of rupees 5,000. Also the question says, and he withdrew rupees 4,000 for personal use. Now since it is drawings, it is to be subtracted. So capital is rupees 10,000, add a profit of rupees 5,000 and subtract drawings. Now children, whenever we write any amount in brackets, it means that the amount is being deducted from the amount written on top. अगर किसी भी अमाउंट के नीचे कुछ और ब्रैकेट्स में लिखा होता है, always in accounting please make sure that it is the amount to be deducted. So this 4,000 rupees coins is to be deducted. Now finding out the amount of capital, we will not take this creditor into consideration because this is a separate liability and capital is a separate thing to be added to be written on the liability side. So 10 plus 5, 15,000. 15,000 minus 4,000, which is a drawings. This is your actual capital, which is to be written in the balance sheet. So this is one of a small question which is telling you how you actually calculate the amount of capital. Note it down and write then the B part of this question. This is the A part of question number 23. Next question, 23B. Mahesh started business with a capital of rupees 15,000. Now see. The B part of the question says started business with a capital of how much? Of rupees 15,000. During the year, he made a profit of rupees 3,000. He made a profit of rupees 3,000. He owes rupees 2,500 to suppliers. He owes rupees 2,500 means ये जो 2,500 rupees है, this is for a creditor. He owes means उसके ऊपर responsibility है ये 2,500 rupees pay करने के. Now what we are doing in the question, we have to calculate the asset. We have to calculate the assets of the business, which means we have to write down the amount of capital minus, drawings are not there. Along with capital, what else is there? Creditor is also to be added. Why? Because we have to find out the assets. And to find out the assets is equal to capital plus profit plus liabilities. Please write down the formula. Assets equal to capital plus profit plus liabilities. If there was loss, this is to be deducted. If there were drawings, they also have to be deducted. So what do? You will add this creditor to this amount, 2,500, which gives you a total of 20,500. So this is the total of capital plus liability. That means this is the amount of your assets. Assets is equal to capital. Capital means the amount of capital 15,000 plus profit of rupees 3,000 and creditors also. So are you getting the difference between the two? If you have to calculate only capital, creditors will not be included. But if you are taking into consideration the total liability side, or if the question says find out the assets, since asset side is equal to the liability side as per the balance sheet, so capital plus profit and plus liabilities and creditors also. So this is how your total amount of assets is rupees 20,500. So this is your answer, and in case 1, this is your answer. Any confusion with this question of calculating total liabilities and only capital? Yes, come on. Any confusion with total liabilities and only capital? Okay. So why we have not taken creditors into consideration in case A? Who will tell me? Why have we not taken creditors? Brahmjot? I hope you are able to listen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell me, why have we not taken creditors into consideration in the first case while we have taken them into consideration in the second case?
Because in this formula which you have given, there is no creditors. So we have to only put the values of these three things.
One more thing. When we are calculating in case A, we are calculating only capital. Check out what all is there in the capital in the balance sheet. Capital plus profit minus drawings. Creditors ना plus होते हैं ना minus होते हैं capital में. Secondly, in case B, since we are finding out the total of liability side, that is why we have taken creditors also into consideration. Another question for you. Question. I hope everyone has copied from the board. Have you copied it from the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Now note down a question. Show the effect of the following transactions on accounting equation. Show the effect of the following transactions on accounting equation. Point number 1. Started business with cash, rupees 50,000. Tell me, started business with cash. Which two terms will be affected?
cash and capital.
Cash and capital. What is going up?
Ma'am, cash is going up.
Cash is going up. And
Capital.
capital is also going up. So plus in cash, plus in capital. Write this there only. You have to create the accounting equation for it. Point number 2. Salary paid rupees 2000. Salary paid rupees 2000. What is happening? You pay
Ma'am,
salary. Means minus in, when you pay
Cash.
minus
Salary
in
also.
cash.
Minus in cash.
Okay, and because it is an expense,
Salary.
because it is an expense, minus from
Salaries account also.
Salaries.
capital. Subtracted. ऐसे तो हम बहुत सारे heads open करने पड़ेंगे. So what we do, we reduce expenses from capital only. Capital का जो column होता है accounting equation का, उसमें से minus करते हैं. So decrease in cash and decrease in capital. Is this clear to each one of you? सैलरी, रेंट और ढेर सारे एक्सपेंसेस का अकाउंट नहीं ओपन करते हैं. अल्टीमेट इफेक्ट होगा कैपिटल से माइनस का. इसके लिए वी डायरेक्टली सब्ट्रैक्टेड फ्रॉम कैपिटल. सो दिस सैलरी इज पेड रुपीज 2000 माइनस फ्रॉम कैश एंड माइनस फ्रॉम कैपिटल. थर्ड पॉइंट, वेजेस आउटस्टैंडिंग. कम ऑन, हु विल टेल मी? वेजेस आर आउटस्टैंडिंग. Increase in liability, it is outstanding. So plus in liability. Now you will open an outstanding account. Wages outstanding. And because when you will pay it, it is an expense from capital. So minus from capital. Plus in outstanding wages and minus from capital. I repeat, plus in outstanding wages. एक नया column open करेंगे liability side में, plus in outstanding wages and minus from capital because this is ultimately an expense. Minus from capital. Next point, interest due but not paid. Interest due but not paid. What is this? It is my liability. So outstanding interest account एक और open करेंगे. Outstanding interest amount plus and from capital minus. Minus from capital and plus in the outstanding interest account. Interest is outstanding. Point number 5. Rent paid in advance. Question 7.5. Rent paid in advance. Yes, rent paid in advance. Come on. Because you have paid it minus from cash. And what is the other effect? Liability side में. What is the other effect?
Liability also decreases.
Liability will be you will simply rise. Sorry, not on the liability side, on the asset side only, minus from cash, and you will open a new account under the name prepaid rent. So एक बार ये amount asset side में minus होगा under cash और एक बार asset side में ही prepaid rent के नाम से add होगा. Prepaid rent, एक और अकाउंट ओपन करेंगे इन द असेट कॉलम प्रीपेड रेंट एंड यू विल ऐड रुपीज 150. सो माइनस 150 प्लस 150 nil effect. So this is how your accounting equation will be balanced. I repeat, started business with cash rupees 50,000, salary paid rupees 2,000, wages outstanding rupees 200, interest due but not paid. You will open an interest due account or outstanding interest account rupees 100. And the last one is rent paid in advance. Rent paid in advance. Minus from cash plus in the same side under a new head prepaid rent with the amount rupees 150. Have you noted down the question? People don't say here yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Write one more question and this is the last one. Leave one page for solving that question. Write one more question. Calculate the total assets. Now just now we have calculated the total liabilities, no? Question number 23 part B. Similarly, one more question. कैलकुलेट टोटल असेट्स इफ, और अगर ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप में आएगा इट कैन बी लाइक दिस ओनली, जो 2 to 3 लाइन्स में जिनका सॉल्यूशन हो जाता है. देयर कैन बी प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस ऑफ दिस काइंड व्हेन इट इज MCQ. Calculate total assets if, this I am talking about your final exams. Calculate total assets if capital is rupees 40,000, capital equals to rupees 40,000, creditors rupees 25,000, creditors rupees 25,000, revenue during the period, in the bracket you can write the profit which is coming in. Revenue during the period 50,000, 50. Revenue during the period 50,000, and expenses during the period 40,000. Expenses during the period 40,000. You have to find out the total amount of asset. Work out on it, and on Monday we shall discuss. I hope we will follow timetable 1, so we will have an accounts period every day. Are both the questions clear to you? In one question you have to make the accounting equation, and
Yes.
in this one you have to find out the amount of assets. Has anybody solved it as yet? Capital, creditors, revenue during the period, expenses during the period. Revenue minus expenses, 50 minus 40, 50,000 revenue, 40,000 expenses. Total profit is 10,000. Let us do this. Why to waste? Quickly, have a look. Capital. Is rupees 40,000. Then you have creditors at rupees 25,000. Now they are saying revenue is 50 and expenses is 40. Write down, you can write one more formula. Profit is equal to total revenues minus total expenses. Total revenue minus total expenses. So how much is the total revenue? 50,000 as per the question, minus total expenses. Total expenses are rupees 40,000. So the profit is of rupees 10,000. Now what you have to do? Profit is to be added to capital. So capital is 40,000 plus 10,000 rupees profit. And because this is to find out the assets, the amount of asset equal to capital plus profit plus liabilities. This is your liability. So you will add creditors and it becomes rupees 75,000. So the total of asset side is equal to the total of liability side, which is equal to this. That means the amount of asset is rupees 75,000. Any confusion with this? Total capital plus total profit. How did you calculate the profit? Revenue minus expenses. Revenue minus expenses. This is your profit. So capital plus profit. And because you have to find out the asset side, the total of liability side is equal to the total of asset side. So creditors add कर देंगे रुपीज 25,000. जितना liability side का total होता है वही asset side का total होता है. So your assets are 75,000. This is your answer. Any confusion with this?
No, ma'am.
Alright, please note it down very quickly and then the class is over.